According to the latest Canadian research by Dove, low body confidence is causing students to withdraw from school, school activities, social events, and sports. And that's why Dove has developed a free resource for teachers to teach body confidence in the classroom. We have Tami Vasanthakumaran from Plan Canada here to discuss this more with digital wellness expert Lisa Chang. All right, let's get right into it. I mean, the findings from the study are shocking, but Dove has come up with a really great solution.
They have, and it's so critically important. So first off, we know Dove, they're always doing the most important work. They're rolling up their sleeves and they're getting into the research that is relevant to today's society.
That's right.
So when it comes to body confidence and body image issues, they've really targeted grades 6 to 8. This is when the conversation around body image and self-esteem really needs to happen. But they've also worked with some incredible body image researchers as well as psychologists. To your point, Cheryl, come up with an incredible program. This is a free workshop that teachers can register and have this conversation with their students on Dove Day, which is happening on October 10th. I got to see it. I'll share my findings with you, but I have to say, it is so incredibly easy for teachers to register for this program, have the conversation, but the impact is tremendous.
So let's talk about that. You got to sit in with a bunch of grade 6s, which I think is a really great age. It's a really important age for boys and girls.
Yes.
What were your takeaways from that?
You know what? First off, I have to say it was an honor to be a part of the workshop. But my findings were really interesting. First and foremost, the boys were so willing and eager to talk about their pressures, their body image issues in the classroom. So they felt like they had a safe space to express. And then the girls as well. They wanted to talk about, you know, where social media and that pressure is taking them when it comes to, again, topics that aren't traditionally talked about in the classroom. So things like filter usage, the pressure to get injectables at a young age, how they're feeling about their algorithm and their feed and what they're seeing every day, what is socially acceptable. Those are some of the things that I have to say I was floored about seeing in the classroom. But again, to have that safe space to give them that discussion platform was key.
And I think everybody assumes that those conversations are happening at home, but they're not happening in every home. So to have them in schools and have it this accessible is just crucial to a kid's development for sure. So Tami, you're the workshop facilitator. What are some of the things that you've seen?
Thank you for having me. And I'm a youth facilitator at Plan International Canada, which is a global charity that does amazing advocacy work for all sorts of important reasons like improving gender equality and child rights. And one of their important partners is with Dove, and through this partnership for 13 years, they've done so many different workshops and programs and resources to help address the challenges that youth are facing in Canada. And I'm a facilitator of one of these programs.
This is amazing. So Lisa, as a tech expert, how important is this work that Dove is doing now particularly?
You know what, Cheryl, I know you're the mom of young kids.
I am.
And as am I. I'm the mom of a 9-year-old boy. I think everybody in the studio and everybody watching today can say that, you know, we're experiencing tech in a way that we've never really seen before to stay on top of how that tech, to stay on top of how that tech is affecting us mentally, emotionally, physically, is a challenge for parents. So I come across requests all the time on the street from parents to say, how do I educate my young kids around this? The fact that Dove is bringing a resource, a free resource into the classroom for teachers once again to facilitate that conversation, broach the discussion in a place that they feel they can do with their peers, I think is key. But then of course, to have that conversation continue at home is really, really necessary in the face of social media.
Yeah, so the onus is on us as well, parents. Like, that's not just the teachers, right? We've got to take this home. Now, to learn more or to sign up your classroom, visit doveday.ca. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Tami, for joining us this morning. So great. More BT after the break.